All right, so welcome back to the winner's enclosure. Just a quick apology to all the customers out there. I believe there were transmission issues the last 50 meters or so. So for the guys that missed the closing part of the race, I believe there were transmission issues. So humble apologies to all the customers out there. And the 8 Water 7 has managed to do just enough. Lovely to have Johan Venter on course this afternoon with his family, seeing the little ones. And great to have them out in Kimberley. Of course, to Cliffy Miller, to Marco van Rensburg. Well done, sir. Obviously, a good ride from you. I know that's never easy when the guys have 4 kgs off the back, but you've obviously been in the gym of late and you've got down at the right time.
Yeah, look, I've got to say well done to Cliffy. He had this was fairly ready today. I believe he's a little bit soft still and there's a lot more to come. But well done, you know, he had him sound and as ready as what he probably could have him. And at the end of the day, the horse stuck down deep and he ended up winning the race. So it was a good race.
Now, Marco, just going forward, I know you are the guy that punters want to follow. Would it be fair for me to say include you in all bets today?
Yeah, look, you know, even early on when I spoke to him, Cliffy, he said to me, my rides are fairly, most of my rides have got fair chances. I'm not going to tie anybody down to one in particular. We're here to try and win races, so I think you must include me in pretty much all of them.
Thank you very much for that. Last question. I'd like to give you guys 1 or 2 races. You happy with the track condition?
Yes, you know, I speak to the track manager throughout the whole day, every race meeting, and I think it's a little bit dry still out there, but you know, going through the day, the more we talk to the track manager, the better he gets with it, because he doesn't know. If we don't tell him, then he doesn't know. So throughout the day, we get the track to improve, and well done to him. He does a good job, and it's nice when they listen to us and they work with us, you know.
Marco, you rode at the Sun Met meeting on Saturday. I know things didn't really go according to plan, but in terms of atmosphere, of course, tote turnover, it looked to be a great day's racing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to leave to catch a flight, but from what I saw and from what I experienced, it was beautiful and it was a good experience. You know, it's something to work towards for next year. I'm definitely going to look to get rides in the Met and go down for the meeting and actually probably stay the night. So, yeah, it was a good experience for me and it was nice. It was good fun.
I believe you caught up with Mr. Moore himself. I know many punters have been wanting to get feedback with Rainbow Bridge, etc. You weren't there for the race, but a real gentleman, isn't he?
Yeah, you know, when I spoke to him, he was a nice guy. I had the privilege of pulling his leg a little bit, and he came back with some comments. But he was nice to be associated with, and you know what? I wish they would get guys like that to come ride here more often. It's an experience for oaks like me. You know, in 2 of my rides, I ended up sitting behind him and following him through. So it was good, you know, it was good fun, and like I said, it's a good experience.
Marco, well done, yeah.
I just want to say well done to Johan. This is you know, he swinged onto this horse for a long time with injuries, and now it's finally starting to pay off. So well done to him and the family, and thank you for the support.
Congratulations. Well done to Marco van Rensburg. Step in, sir. Lovely to have you on track this afternoon. I know there were a few complications at the bank. You couldn't get the 16 to 1, but nonetheless, as long as you're leading in a winner, that's all that matters.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I believe in that horse. And he was a little bit off pace, and we suffered, I think, about a year now. And Cliffy didn't give me the tip and say, listen, he's going to win. I believe he's going to win. But thanks to Mark, we're doing an excellent ride, and Cliffy and Heather, especially Heather for fixing the horse, and now Cliff to train the horse. But many thanks to them all. Thank you very much.
Johan, I know you're a busy man. Of course, so you got business to look after, but good to have your family out here at the racetrack as well. And hopefully we'll chat to you again for another winner later.
Let's hope so. Thank you very
well
much.
Done, Johan. Good to have you at the track this afternoon. Mr. Miller, of course, you got a lot of nice horses. You've just introduced me as sugar man to the owners. So where do we start? Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, you know, I was a bit, I didn't give you on the confidence because I was a bit worried. We haven't had the run since September. The horse had a hell of a lot of problems and stuff that had to be sorted out and fixed. And thank God Heather is there to fix these things. And I could not give you on confidence. But in the other end, I said to him before the off, I said, "I put 10,000 rand on." Now he didn't do that, you know. But I think Johan realizes it, you know, with the horse that needed the run. And like Marco said, the horse is still a bit soft. And I think it's a very good run after September last, and with the problems he's had, I think it's a good run. Now Johannes got a nice horse on his hands.
Mr. Miller, now we've got the 10,000 in the pocket still. Where are we putting it later?
Very good question. You tell me.
I thought a horse like Border Control, Fairlado, maybe we can put 5,000 apiece.
I think they're nice horses. I think they'll be right there. Fairlado, Border Control. I think that those Keenan's Rock should be right there as well. And in the back, you know, Kildane and Princess is a favourite there, but I also like, I think Dance. She's run against the Colts all the time, good races against the Colts and Geldings. Now against the fillies, I think she'll be right there.
Well, Mr. Miller, as always, I know you're doing the YouTube channel, trying to keep punters in the mix of things. Thank you for the transparency, and hopefully we'll talk to you again later.
Thank you so much, and I want to say thanks to Johanna once and his missus once again. They support our stable a hell of a lot, you know, and without their support we can't carry on, especially the way the stakes are in Kimberley at the moment. You know, we're strangling to death, but we will survive. We'll be the strongest.
We'll punt for a living. Well done.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Well done, Mr. Miller. Good to have you back in the winners' enclosure. Well done to Johan. Well done to Marco van Rensburg. A very good ride, I must say. What a 7. He looked to be the value play over here in race number 2. And a very strong, competent ride by Marco van Rensburg. Well done to him back in the jockey room. That's all systems go. Pick 6 is just around the corner. I believe there is a French race on the horizon. So let's go and join that. And I'll chat to you from Kimberley soon. Meters in front of them, they often racing, and what a 7 was about a half